Hey, what's up, everybody? Mountain Stacker here. Hope you're doing well. Wanted to talk about a little different kind of stacking today, and we're talking about some ancient numismatic type stuff, and a little bit different. I mean, yeah, some of it is silver, and of course they do the gold thing too. I don't really have much of that yet at this point, but different kind of stacking in general, and that is ancient coins, and I just find them absolutely fascinating. You're not talking about metal value at this point. This is definitely a collector avenue, and I really enjoy it. It's just different. I mean, you're holding something in your hand. I mean, can you imagine the history behind this? And maybe, yeah, it just might have sat in the dirt or a pot for years and years and years, but it's still, I love thinking about where it's been, what it was used to do, and learn a little bit about that time. And it's an interesting way to learn about history, and an incredible way to have an ancient artifact that you could think be in a museum. And you don't have to. You could, for even less money, you can buy non-graded type coins, and spend far less money. I like the graded just because then I know they're cataloged, and then if I want to research or reference them and backwards, versus, hey, I really enjoy this period of time in history, and I want to learn about it. I want to get a coin related to that, which my son is very interested in doing. He's all the time thinking, oh, I like this period of history. I'd like to get a coin about this. Whereas, as opposed to I say, well, this is a cool coin. I want to learn about its time. And it's the sort of the backwards way. Either way, both of us are interested in history. Both of us are interested in the type of the coin and the history. And so it's a great way to put both together. And so so this one's not great condition, but it's cool nonetheless. So, I don't have a huge amount. I mean, gosh, these things, and these aren't terribly expensive, even graded. I mean, a lot of these things are priced for the cost that it would take to get them graded. So that, they're not. That's what makes them cool to me. It's a ancient artifact that's costs almost nothing to own, and it's genuine. It's real. I mean, it's verified by professional, numismatic graders, and I find, Annex for ancients, for me, I think it's great. I think they do a pretty good job. I would buy more, ancients that are graded by Annex. I would take my ancients that are not graded, and I would consider taking them to Annex. I do also like NGC. They do a pretty cool job on some of them that I've seen. They'll even give sort of descriptions of the surface quality and everything else. Strike. These ones don't. I think it's just a matter of what you pay for when you have them graded. But the next step, of course, is getting some reference materials out there. This is a new one. I haven't even cracked this one open. It was a gift, but these I've talked about before, and it's a reason to use them. And so, I already did the dirty work of doing a little bit of searching, in here, but pretty interesting. Just as an example, this Faustina Senior, she was the aunt of Marcus Aurelius. So Faustina Jr., married her daughter, and these were almost all issued post-death. This one being one of them. She was married and was empress only for a few years before she died. She died young, and I'm not an expert in any of this stuff. I just happen to have a great reference book of someone else. And it turns out she was a saucy lady. It doesn't say exactly why. It did say that her husband had a concubine, but she was the saucy one, despite the troublesome personality. So what's neat, though, is I guess this is one of the most prolific female portrayed coins in Roman history, is what it talked about in a commemorative, especially from a post-death standpoint. So, just one example, kind of learn about the time period and who's who and why someone's on a coin. And that's a cool example. So I just wanted to show something that you can do. And this is exciting. Got a new book, and this is more of a straight read through type book. And so it'll be a good, easy read. I like these ones a lot because it just kind of gives you a really good base history of what you're doing. And then, of course, this is not an easy front to back read type of book. It's more reference when you want to get in depth on a coin and figure out the history. So Faustina Senior, aunt of Marcus Aurelius, mother of Faustina Jr., only lived as empress for a few years before she died. Didn't say why. Not that I read, but if I was that interested, I could do. This is not an expensive coin. 20, $30 maybe, potentially. I don't know. But ancient coins, guys, it's something to get into. It's fun. It's really cool. So just wanted to show off my itty bitty collection that I have of Roman. I have other ancients, but these are my Roman ones. That's sort of what I've been getting into today. So have at it. Have a great day, and Mountain Stacker out.